We should mention this ice bucket thing. Has anyone heard of the ice bucket? Was it $113 million raised for ALS? And Steve, actually, you hosted the biggest ice bucket, right? You won a world record?
Yes, 2,400 buckets in New Orleans. It was an amazing day.
You know those buckets under your chairs? I'm totally messing with you. We're not doing an ice bucket challenge here today. But back to the technology. And in fact, why don't we, Steve is a really prolific tweeter. Is that the right word? I should know better, shouldn't I? Should we take a picture? Cool. So while Steve is turning around, I'll just give you the quick lowdown on the technology. So we've got a beautiful Surface 3 here. And this is connected with the iMobile, which is from Toby, one of our partners. There's lots of them that provide eye tracking. And then a speech synthesizer, which is Steve's own voice. And he gets to play and take selfies. So if you've got, smile. You got it? Perfect. So that gives you a little snip of the technology while Steve whizzes around. And if you want to know more, they're in the garage over in the other building for the next 4 days, if you want to have a play and tweet yourself using eye tracking. Pretty powerful, right? Yes. Pretty cool. So that's a little bit about our partnership. We're very humbled to be here today, and thank you so much. But most importantly, you need to hear a lot more from this guy. So I'm going to exit. Steve, take it away.
Hi there. Can you hear me okay? Great. Thank you for having me today. Almost 4 years ago, I was served a terminal diagnosis. The experts told me the average life expectancy for someone with ALS is 2 to 5 years. Let me just say that those two sentences can really mess with your head. Questions began pounding, like dropping bombs. Why me? How did this happen? Could they be wrong? What is the meaning of all this? Once I emerged from the fog, I had to realize this diagnosis was, in fact, very real. I figured I would approach ALS like everything else in my life, as an adventure. I grew up fascinated by the world of exploration. I never actually dreamed of playing in the NFL. I dreamed of sailing around the world, like Magellan, or flying to the moon, like Neil Armstrong. At my Jesuit high school, I learned to explore my inner self. I was invited to explore the concept of turning the other cheek, as Jesus taught, or the concept of acceptance, as the Buddha taught. I often see people grow into adulthood and lose their willingness to explore, not only the world, but themselves. I watch them miss opportunities to change and connect with those around them. During my 8 years in the NFL, I was able to continue my exploration. I was able to throw on a backpack and travel the globe during my off-seasons. Seeing different cultures and customs was life-changing. I was able to see beyond my personal world, or the American culture. I got a taste of a more expansive, human connection. In a sense, I was exploring our physical world as an avenue to explore my inner spiritual world. All of this exploration helped prepare me for my ultimate adventure, ALS. There are a lot of terribly brutal things about ALS, but one excellent aspect of an ALS diagnosis. It forces a person to seriously explore the meaning of their life. I believe that the essence of our humanity, that which separates us as higher beings, our greatest achievement, is to explore and discover meaning in our lives. During this process of accepting my diagnosis, I had something of a breakthrough. I realized that the only person who could effectively apply meaning to my life was me. This is applicable to anyone. We get to choose what meaning we apply to what may be perceived as a tragedy. Through my exploration and discovery, I chose to make this diagnosis have positive meaning for me, the people I love, and the people I can help. Again, what any event means for our life is up to us. Continuing with this exploration, I knew I needed to dig into this disease, ALS. What I found in my research was much more encouraging than what the medical community was offering with a 2 to 5 year prognosis. I found that, with the use of ventilators and innovative leading-edge technology, patients were continuing to be productive and purposeful for years, even decades. As I absorbed this, I learned some powerful concepts from other patients. Primarily, this understanding that technology could be something of a cure for ALS. Or, said another way, technology can give back what ALS takes away. This technology I use is very beneficial. I'm able to type, speak, and navigate a PC, as you would. I can text, tweet, even pull up any song I want on Spotify. In fact, our foundation is opening a residence that will allow ALS patients to control their environment. Computers, TVs, lights, doors, elevators, using just their eyes. This innovative concept empowers patients to live very independently without bankrupting their families. It also allows them to continue to be productive and purposeful. This will give them the opportunity to collaborate with peers and colleagues to continue whatever their purpose may be. Artists continuing their art, teachers continuing to teach, architects continuing to design, producers continuing to produce.